कुछ नगमे, कुछ गजलें, कुछ अशार और कुछ मौसीकी, कुछ रक्स पेश करेंगे आपको। इंशाल्लाह आपको इस महफिल में बहुत लुत्फ मिलेगा और आपको इस वक्त पे जो वक्त बहुत ही नाजुक है, इसमें आपको कुछ इस नुमाइश के तवसुत कुछ राहत भी मिलेगी, कुछ राहत जहाँ, कुछ सुकून जो हम सबसे इस साल और अभी तक छिना हुआ है और आगे आइंदा का मालूम नहीं, पर जो भी अपने काबू में है, जो भी हम जिस पे अपना इख्तियार रख सकते हैं, हम कोशिश तो यही कर सकते हैं कि हम अपने अपने खुशी को अपने पास संभालें। तो I just wanted to say in English also that what I was saying is that at this point we will perhaps perform some poems, some ghazals, some music, some dance performances. This has been quite a rough year in some ways for a lot of us, and continues to be. Most of us have lost a family member or a friend. You know, we also lost my father-in-law to COVID, and my dearest uncle also passed recently. So we've all had terrible setbacks in the spirit, but the joy of poetry, the joy of music, the joy of art, the joy of dance, the joy of creative expression allows us that, you know, creative freedom or the honest strife to find a way beyond, because that's what they would have done too. They would have wanted us to believe in a way to believe in the creative spirit and perhaps immortalize them through our words. So हम यही कोशिश करेंगे. We have a few poems that I have written. I've in fact launched during this period a YouTube channel called Mr. Urdu Poetry. That's my moniker. In fact, it was inspired by Mr. Bean. So that's kind of, you know, we keh sakte hain. But that's the idea, that we start by really lifting a little bit of the doom and gloom that if I may be so honest, 4 years of Trump and of other problems have created. And I think we hopefully, if we leave you, you know, even a bit lighter than when we start the conference, or this conference of the birds, or this beautiful concert, we will have hopefully done our job as artists or writers. Back to you, Nabia. आपका एक बार फिर इस महफिल में खुशामदीद, आदाब, और दुनिया में हर जो शख्स मौजूद है उनके लिए शालोम, सलाम, सत श्री अकाल, नमस्कार, namaste, all the greetings of the world to you from us. Adab.
All right, so we will get started with Manav. I do want to let everybody know that we're going to do spotlights on our performers. So what that means for you at home, for those who are not so familiar with the Zoom platform, in your upper right-hand corner, there is something that says view. If you right-click on view, I'm going to go slow so you can do this right now. And this is on your computer, yeah. So you would, thank you, Sana. So if you right-click on view, left-click on view, you'll see something that says speaker view or gallery view. And you should select speaker view. You also have the option to go full screen, and then you would see everyone on the side, but you don't have to do that. The key thing to enjoy Spotlight so you can see the performers is to select speaker view. So I hope I did that right, Suchi. If not, jump in and correct me. All right, with that, I'm going to spotlight Manav and go from there, Manav. The floor is yours.
जी, शुक्रिया आपका बहुत बहुत. पहले मैं उर्दू में सुनाऊंगा जो छोटी सी नज़्म है, ये जिंदगी के फ़लसफ़ी सच. It's in English it would be called like a poem on the philosophical truths of life. So please go ahead and first hear it in Urdu. I'll try and also translate as we go along into English. I hope my audio is clear, or do I need to be a little bit louder?
Your audio is perfect. We can hear you
Okay.
fine. And if everyone, whoever is on, anyone else, if you could kindly unmute yourself.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Manav, there's no
चलिएगा.
interference, so you can
इरशाद
start.
अगर इजाजत हो तो. जिसके हो लिखा मेरी तकदीर से इमदाद पाना, जिसके हो लिखा मेरी तकदीर से इमदाद पाना, उनकी राह में हादिसा बनना मेरी फितरत में नहीं. जिसके हो लिखा मेरी तकदीर से इमदाद पाना, उनकी राह में हादिसा बनना मेरी फितरत में नहीं. The ones who are written like maktub, written in by fate to benefit from my actions or from my existence or my fate, becoming an accident for them or becoming a burden or a hindrance for them in their life, or even for myself in the way of helping them or being in their life, is not in my nature. Meaning that which I could do, or it's kind of a couplet by couplet, because in Urdu each couplet is supposed to be a complete poem, but yet they string together. So the first couplet sort of talks about those who can benefit just from your existence, let them benefit. Don't stop yourself because you want or you don't want to. Let your life's nature help those that can get help from it. कफस में कैद है यारब, रुदाली को भी बुला लो. कफस में कैद है यारब, रुदाली को भी बुला लो. नफ्स कब तलक खींचेंगे शब तन्हाई में. नफ्स कब तलक खींचेंगे शब तन्हाई में. Imprisoned in the cage of existence, please call. Imprisoned in the cage of existence, please call the mourners already. How long can I stretch my breath in this unending night of loneliness? कफस में कैद है यारब, रुदाली को भी बुला लो. नफस कब तलक खींचेंगे शब तन्हाई में. शफा कैसी तवस्सुल कैसा जब दिल तोड़ना ठहरा. शफा कैसी तवस्सुल कैसा जब दिल तोड़ना ठहरा. जिसके रहे है खुद ही दिल में, उसका खुदा ढूंढना कैसा. शफा कैसी तवस्सुल कैसा जब दिल तोड़ना ठहरा. जिसके रहे है खुद ही दिल में, उसका खुदा ढूंढना कैसा. What forgiveness you ask, what pleading you do when a heartbreak is happening, for whose eternal beloved lives in one's own heart. There is no asking or looking for another. जिसके रहे है खुद ही दिल में, उसका खुदा ढूंढना कैसा. It's the idea that there is no way to have a conversation with the eternal beloved if the eternal beloved lives within you or in you. मिजाज में हाल जुदाई में बैठे थे यारब. मिजाज में हाल जुदाई में बैठे थे यारब. तू ही दे इस तारीकी अजीज से रिहाई कल तलक. Brooding in the mood of wine in the way of separation from God, I wish for the final relief from the darkness of life before dawn arises. मिजाज में हाल जुदाई में बैठे थे यारब. तू ही दे इस तारीकी अजीज से रिहाई कल तलक. सितारा टूट जाए तो क्या गम है. सितारा टूट जाए तो क्या गम है. वो उसकी तकदीर है सराहना मेरी. If the falling star falls, then why should we express grief? It is her fate to break and fall, and it's my fate to admire its falling. उनके बेहाल पे अश्क अंबार हुआ खल के जहां. उनके बेहाल पे अश्क अंबार हुआ खल के जहां. क्या पता था उसको एक नहा रोए थे वो कभी. At her miserable condition, the galaxies too cried a world, for they had no idea of the secret, endless pain in her heart. So this poem is broadly on philosophical concerns or philosophical truths of that one feels in their heart. I'm sorry, I hope everyone is hearing just fine. Yes?
Yes, Manav, we can hear you
Okay.
perfectly.
I will continue and to the next poem. Okay. The next one is called Ishq or Ishtiyaq. Choti si nazm hai. Love and longing. Or okay. सुन लीजिएगा इस पेश है. ये रवायतें गुफ्तन ये तेरा कलाम मासूम. ये रवायतें गुफ्तन ये तेरा कलाम मासूम. शफक भी फीका पड़ता गर जोले के पार होता. ये रवायतें गुफ्तन ये तेरा कलाम मासूम. शफक भी फीका पड़ता गर जोले के पार होता. हम जिंदा में कैद हैं कोई बेड़ियां भी नहीं. दिल भूल चुका है लब आजाद थे कभी. हम जिंदा में कैद हैं कोई बेड़ियां भी नहीं. दिल भूल चुका है लब आजाद थे कभी. बहर को सब शजर की जरूरत तो नहीं. बहार को सब शजर की जरूरत तो नहीं. सबूत खुद होता है मस्त चश्मे सिया आंखों में. सबूत खुद होता है मस्त चश्मे सिया आंखों में. गुले आफताब रूस सा चेहरा गिले माशाद सा जमीर. गुले आफताब रूस सा चेहरा गिले माशाद सा जमीर. चमन में कोई रक्स बिस्मिल सिखाए तो दिल कैसे न आए. चमन में कोई रक्स बिस्मिल सिखाए तो दिल कैसे न आए. राह वस्ल राह मोहब्बत राह गुनाह. राह वस्ल राह मोहब्बत राह गुनाह. कोई फर्क बता दे तो जिंदगी बना दे. खुदी को आईने में पहचान देते हैं वो झुकी नजर जो अपने ही अक्स पे जान देते हैं. शफक से पूछो कि खूबसूरती किससे है. कोई बतलाए उससे मौजूदगी खुर्शीद की किससे है. कोई वीरानी सी वीरानी थी तुमने पर्दा खोला तो चिराग दिल रोशन किए. So in English I'll recite it and then turn it. I hope we can follow along. This flow of your speech, these poems of yours, O Masoom Shah, even the rainbow would have failed in comparison if your words pierced the dewdrop like the rays of the sun. Spring does not need the green trees to prove its existence. The proof lies itself in the drunken, beautiful black eyes of lovers. With a face like a sunflower and character like the soil of Mashhad in Iran, the one teaching the divine dance in our garden is irresistible. The path of love-making, the path of love, the path of sin. Alas, if one could make the differences between these clearer, life would be so much easier. The ones who give themselves identities as they look in the mirror, with eyes looking down as they, half unsure, prepare to die at a glance at their own selves. Why doesn't anyone explain them where the rainbow gets its beauty from? Why should we always have to explain the presence of the omnipresent sun from which they derive their beauty? They were such a lonely loneliness inside, and you opened the curtains and lit the lamps of my heart with your presence. आदाब, शुक्रिया आपका बहुत बहुत.
Beautiful, Manav. Beautiful.
Really amazing, bro. It's awesome.
Thank you. शुक्रिया बहुत बहुत. थोड़ा Zoom पे कहना बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है क्योंकि असलन ये जो उर्दू शायरी होती है वो किसी महफिल में लोग आमदा हों तो बैठे हों तो थोड़ी आमद और रफ्त थोड़ी गुफ्तगू होती तो दाद से एक शायर का जिस जज्बा बढ़ता है, जिससे what I'm trying to say is when usually in a real mehfil you would perform and the audience gives you even more, let's say, energy. So I'm sort of new to this format of sharing Urdu poetry in a kind of a mehfil or a mushaira that's online. So it's kind of new. So thank you for being part of this journey.
That was beautiful. Manav, the only person who really matters in this mehfil right now is your Anarkali, who is filling the room with love. I can tell. We're just enjoying her in the background.
Sometimes I recite only for her, to her.
Oh. Okay, well, our next, I'm going to unspotlight Manav, and I'm going to spotlight. There we go. So our next performance are two ghazals, which are actually being performed by Shushti Bhatt Tripati, who is, I feel like she is already a member of Tal Academy. We've performed at the Shakespeare Theatre to an original composition of hers. And we're so lucky she's joining us from India, but Shrusti Ben is a well-known Hindustani classical and ghazal singer. She is a graded radio artist of Indian radio and Doordarshan television. She is a Visharad in Hindustani music and a student of Mebati Gharana. She is a disciple of Guru Pandit Shri Krishnakant Parikh and Pandit Shri Niyaj Parikh. She also has learned from many great singers, including the great singer Padmashri Hariharanji, who is also a very well-known Bollywood singer. And she's performed in festivals across India, renowned festivals like Saptak in India and more. And we're so happy to have you, Shrusti Ben. The space is yours.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Nabi Haji. Today I'll start my first ghazal with Begum Akhtar ji's very famous ghazal, वो जो हम में तुम में करार था, which is penned by Shakil Badayuni. Okay.
This ghazal is by Momin, not Shakil.
Oh, okay. Is it? Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you for
Momin
correcting.
Khan Momin, yeah.
Momin Khan Momin. Thank you, ji. वो जो हम में तुम में करार था, तुम्हें याद हो कि मैं याद हो, वो जो हम में तुम करार था, तुम्हें याद हो कि मैं याद हो, वही याद निभाता, वही याद निभाता, वही याद निभाता, निभाता, तुम्हें याद हो कि मैं याद हो, वो जो हम में तुम वो वो शिकायत वो मजे की हिफाजत वो नहीं वो शिकायत वो मजे की में रूठना तुम्हें याद हो याद हो हम में तुम में करार था तुम्हें याद हो ये याद हो जो हम में तुम में कोई बात अगर कोई बात ऐसी अगर हुई जो तुम्हारी जिद को बुरी लगी कोई बात ऐसी अगर हुई जो तुम्हारी जिद को बुरी लगी प्रयास पहली भूलना तुम्हें याद हो ये याद हो तो जो हम में तुम में करार था तुम्हें याद हो ये याद हो निभाता तुम्हें याद हो ये याद हो वो जो हम So I think this is a very famous ghazal of Begum ji. So मुझे
That
नहीं
was
लगता
beautiful. That was
thank you so much.
खुश कर दिया.
Thank you जी.
बहुत खूब, बहुत खूब.
बहुत अच्छा. मजा आ गया.
माशाल्लाह.
And मोहब्बत की ही तो बात हो रही है तो फिर मेहंदी हसन साहब की एक और गजल हाफिज होशियारपुरी साहब का कलाम है जो
Very nice.
So here it is मोहब्बत करने वाले कम ना होंगे तेरी महफिल में लेकिन हम ना होंगे या एक तेरा गम ये गम होगा तो कितने गम न होंगे ये गम होगा तो कितने गम न होंगे तेरी महफिल में बिन हम होंगे मोहब्बत करने वाले हम न होंगे मोहब्बत करने वाले हम न होंगे दिलों की उलझने बढ़ते रहे दिलों की कुछ मशहूर
Beautiful.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
बहुत खूब, वाह वाह.
Shukriya ji. Is there any time or it's okay now?
Yeah, we will have time toward the end for more.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here. और आप
Thank
सबका
you
बहुत
so-
शुक्रिया. And thank you so much, Said साहब, for correcting my mistake that शकील बदायूनी जी के बदले आप मोमिन खान. It is actually correct. अब आपके कहने के बाद मुझे याद आया. It is मोमिन खान मोमिन. Thank you. Okay, so
Thank you,
thank you,
Shishti Ben.
thank you, Suchi
I
Ben,
hope you'll
actually.
stay, and we'll have some open mic at the end also.
I'm here
Okay,
for
excellent.
some. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Our next poet to perform is actually my uncle, Ahmed Sohail, who is an amazing poet, and he lives in Texas, and he has two pieces that he's going to perform for us. I want to make sure I spotlight you, Sohail Mamu. There, now you're spotlighted. We're so happy to have you, Mamu. Thank you for joining us. And he has two pieces, which I'll let him now introduce.
Okay. Thank you, Nabia. Happy Valentine's Day. Assalamu alaikum, Sasreka, Namaskar, others. And first thing, the last ghazal this lady sing, actually his name is not Hafiz Hoshiarpuri. It's Hafiz Hoshiarpuri.
Sohail Mamu, your audio went down a little bit.
Where is?
No, it was better when you greeted us. And now it's a little,
Okay. Thank you.
it's still light.
Okay.
There, now it's perfect.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for inviting me. Namaskar, Assalamu alaikum. Otherwise,
It's slow again.
why is it slow? I don't understand.
Yeah, your voice went down, Sohail Mamu.
Down?
Yeah, it's very low.
It's like right after you got started, it just dropped down to where we can barely hear it. It's like a weird thing.
Where is it, Nabia? We can increase the sound.
Well, it was fine before, so I don't know if maybe he has some headphones or
He does not have anything. So.
because even you, Momani, you're very faint.
Oh, okay. Come on, that computer. Let's see. Hold on.
You could try and connect with
Or
with
there's
the
some
phone
headphones
also.
that might be connected via Bluetooth or something. Maybe they're picking up the audio and rerouting through the headphones once you speak.
Try on this one.
So Sohail Mamu, you will have to mute one of your
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
There's an echo now, Masuma Momani. No, now you're muted. There's no worry. This is a family event. Yeah, so Helmamo, it looks like you have two devices, so there's an echo. So I think you have to take off your sound from one of the computers. What we can do,
No, okay. Go ahead.
much better, perfect.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. Nabia, thank you for inviting me. And salam and assalamu alaikum, otherwise, namaskar. Everybody, I read the one poem in English, then I put on another Urdu poem after that. Okay, my poem title is I Want to Be Written on Your Palm. This is the title of the poem. I know that the coffin would be carried from evening bypass by the unknown dead. Your eyes have a smoky cloud that can't become nothing. I would grow in your body. But before this seedling become a tree, your finger would be click up. The cloud would fly back just after coming down to earth. Girls, while beautifying themselves, could paint their faces with mud and run away with cloud. Humming, no quarrel for me, I wouldn't die, but live every clench in your palm. This is finished poem, and I read my Urdu.
That was beautiful. Thank you,
Okay.
Sohail Mamu.
Okay, this is the Urdu. Is Ishq ka Razmnama. It's the epic of the love. It's a poetry. Okay, this subject matter, an abstract of this poem, I tell you, this look like the narrative is a objective, but is a subjective poetry. Purely political, sociological crisis, and all poetry is symbolized by colonialism is against these things. You know, if you understand, we not translate everything in English is very difficult for me. Okay, I start इश्क का रस्मनामा और फिर हम याद करते हुए खोए हुए जमाने को जिसे बेरहम कदमों से रौंदा गया, हामियाना अल्फाज से दागदार किया गया। हमारी जबान से निकला हुआ महज़ब झूठ और हम अपनी खताओं को तस्लीम नहीं करते। अपनी महरूमी का इल्ज़ाम गुमशुदा ज़माने को दे देते हैं। वो हमें सुनकर टाल देते हैं और हंस देते हैं कि हम मुजरिम हैं अगली पिछली सदियों के। हम गुनाह इश्क को तस्लीम नहीं करते। दिल का मरहम इस शहर में नहीं बिकता कि खरीद लाते तुम्हें भुलाने के लिए। तुम्हारी याद से दिल की तहजीब जगमगाती है, गर ये उजड़े हुए दरीचे बाकी ना रहें तो ये अजंता के गारों का अलमिया बन जाते हैं, या मुंजदाड़ों की रक्कासा का रक्स अफसुरदा जिसे हमने भुला दिया अपने ख्वाबों की तरह। ये रात बेतरतीब है और ख्वाब ख्वाबों की तरह बिखर जाते हैं। शरीर खाना दिल बर्बाद में इश्क का रज़्मनामा दरियाफ्त होता है। चेहरे नमनाक पर पथराई हुई आंखें खून आलूद मौसमों की तरह, बरना बेबरगुबाब पेड़ों की तरह खामोशियों की दास्तान है। रिजवान कफ्स मेरे पाँव में मेखे गाड़ देता है, दिल में अंधेरा फैला देता है और ख्वाबों के बदले हिकायतें सुनाता है। हम हिकायतें सुनकर अपने बच्चों को कहानियां बना देते हैं कि वो अपनी माओ को दर्द न बता सके, अय्याम गुलफामी में इश्क न कर सकें और मुजावरे वफा ना बन जाएं। हमें गंदम, मट्टी और जट से डराया गया कि हम ख्वाब देखना छोड़ दें। ख्वाब बगावत का पता देते हैं। दस्तारे जाहिद में छुपे हुए सांप और अमामा इबलीसी में मबलूस दरबारी बिच्छू कभी तो हमारी तलवार से जेर कर दिए जाएंगे। इस शहर नातमाम के नुक्कड़ पर एक शख्स शोबदे दिखाता है कि हम अपने ख्वाबों से ताइब हो जाएं, इनके आगे सर खम कर दें, अपने ज़मीर की शिकस्त तस्लीम कर लें। यह मुमकिन नहीं कि हम अपने ख्वाबों का सौदा कर लें और आने वाले मौसमों के ख्वाबों को मनसूख कर दें जो हमारी सांसों में बसे हुए हैं, जो हमारी सांसों में बसे हुए हैं। थैंक यू। Poem is gone.
Thank you, Sohail Mamu. You know,
I appreciate
it was beautiful. You know, Sohail Mamu, or Ahmad Sohail by his pen name, has performed beautiful poetry around the world, you know, throughout India, throughout Pakistan, United States. He's a poetry critic. And I also like to say, I said to my mom, I said, how does Sohail Mamu get so blessed and lucky in his life? And he said, because your grandmother and your grandfather's prayers was with him. So I think he was the favorite child of the five. 100%, right? You're the favorite?
Yeah, favorite.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not poet. I'm literary theorist. I wrote 4 books on theory, literary theory. I'm used to, but I used to be a poet around 20 years ago. This is all old poem when I was going to school.
Well, I'm very proud of you, Sohail Mamu. I think the arts in our family come from a long time, and I'm so glad that many of us have embraced it.
Yeah.
So
I'm pleased to meet you. Everybody, happy Valentine's Day, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So the next thing is actually my fellow dancers from Tal Academy are going to perform. Sana, could you sit to the side? And Suchi, I'm going to make you the host now. I'm going to do this now, and then you can spotlight us while I talk, give a few remarks. Great. So Tal Academy we formed, it'll be 7 years in December, and under the incredible talent of Suchi Buch, who is originally from India. She's a renowned Bharatanatyam dancer, and I took a Bollywood class from her, and we decided, hey, why don't we start a dance company? So it's beautiful. It's so fitting for today because our academy is so diverse. We have not only with dance skill levels, but dancers from around the world. And so you're going to get a chance to see who I call my soul sisters dance with me and Suchi today. certainly Suchi Buch, and this is all her choreography. She's our director, Pam Bucklinger, Sharon Estefanos, and Deborah Raviv. And we also have Joni Melner, who's part of our company. She's not dancing today. And then we have a couple of our younger Thal students, both Reina, Shaya, and Sana Hutchins. They're also not dancing, but I always tell them that we love when you come to our performances, because even if you're not on stage, you're still part of our performance. So with that, Suchi, I'll let you give a few words, and I'll step away and get ready to dance.
Yeah. Hi, Nabiha. Can you hear me? Yes. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you, Nabiha, for organizing this wonderful event. As Nabiha said, that Thal Academy, we are Bollywood and Indian classical Bharatanatyam dance company, and teaching all the ages of students in Washington, D.C. and Maryland. We have performed in many states around DC, Virginia, and Maryland, in many different festivals also. And actually, basically, Thal believe that dance has no boundaries. Dance has the power to unite, inspire peace, and bring out the best in humanity. More so than ever before in our world, we all must strive for this. And with that intention, we always go ahead, and we are progressing each and every day. And now we are so excited to perform our beautiful dance of Ayat. And let's see, I'm spotlighting everyone.
Great. Suchi, you'll spotlight all of us, yeah?
Yeah, 1 minute.
And then again, for those who've just joined, I saw my cousin Amna Rizwan join from Lahore, and also Alessandra Sainz from high school in Mexico. I was just saying that if you will go to your upper right, if you click on view, you click on speaker view, and then you'll see the performers who are spotlighted.
Nabiha, Deborah is there.
Deborah should be. Let me see.
I can't see Deborah.
Yeah, Deborah's there.
Where?
Just go to participants. Yep, go to participants.
Yeah, I can go to participants.
Okay.
Can you spotlight her?
You want me to spotlight her?
Yes.
No, you're not host.
I'm not host anymore, Suchi, so you would have to do it.
Oh.
Don't worry. Just take your time.
Okay, who I can see, I can start spotlighting.
I see Adam. I'm saying hi to people. Hi, Rich. Sidra's on. Mohan. I think a lot of your family and friends also, Manav. Mandana. I don't know where Deborah is.
Deborah, will you say hi to me?
Yeah, can you take yourself off mute, Deborah?
Pam, are you there?
Pam, can you take yourself off video?
I
put
just
yourself
took my.
on video?
Can you hear me, Nabiha? This is Deb.
Yeah.
Do you want me to send a chat to just Suchi?
Yes.
No. She can you see her, Suchi?
Pam, please start your camera. Sorry.
Yeah.
Where is Pam?
I'm here, but I'm not in the first dance.
Oh, you are not in the first.
My video's on.
You are on? Yes.
Do you see her, Suchi?
Like I'm here. Yes, now she's there.
Okay. I'll put myself on mute. Enjoy this dance. We're performing a piece. It's called Ayat, which translates to verse, and it's from the movie, the Indian movie Bajira Mastani.
And everyone keep on speaker view. That will be, then you can have a nice presentation.
तुझे याद कर लिया है, तुझे याद कर लिया है, आयत की तरह कायम तू हो गई है, कायम तू हो गई है, रिवायत की तरह तुझे याद कर लिया है, मरने तलक रहेगी, मरने तलक रहेगी, वो आदत की तरह तुझे याद कर लिया है, और तुझे याद कर लिया है, आयत की तरह। ये तेरी और मेरी मोहब्बत हयात है, हर लम्हा इसमें जीना मुकद्दर की बात है, कहती है इश्क दुनिया जिसे, कहती है इश्क दुनिया जिसे, मेरी जाने मन इस एक लफ्ज़ में ही छुपी कायनात है, मेरे दिल की राहतों का तू जरिया बन गई है, तेरे इश्क की मेरे दिल में कई बन गई है, तेरा जिक्र हो रहा है, तेरा जिक्र हो रहा है, इबादत की तरह तुझे याद कर लिया है, और तुझे याद कर लिया है, आयत की तरह।
Thank you so much, everyone. Stay tuned. We have one more dance that comes next. With that, back to my brother Manav, who will be performing another one of his poems. Suchi, could you make me host again?
Okay. Okay.
Manav, 1 second, okay? I'm gonna get the Suchi's gonna make me host again. So we've been dancing together for many years. We actually got to do the Cherry Blossom Festival in DC, which is a big festival. And this year, all of our performances were canceled. So it's really special. We get to dance with all of you. All right, I have...
That was great, Nabiha. बहुत ही खूब. वाह, बहुत ही
एक दिन in person शामिल होना चाहिए. So
खूब. But I mean, really, you guys all four so well coordinated the colors, and it really added a new dimension to the whole thing. So for performance art, that was phenomenal. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Manav, I'm gonna make you Miss Spotlight करती हूँ. एक second.
Oh, right.
To find your name. Sana, how do I make Manav Mamu a spotlight?
Yeah, I know. The 9-year-olds and the 11-year-olds know better how to fix this. सही बताएं तो. I might be doing the same, asking Anar.
In the next screen,
I think we're fine, right?
Oh, you can make co-host now.
Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna add some cheese cubes. Okay, Manav, you're on spotlight.
Oh, yes. I think I have to be let in. Okay. Hold on. I gotta do something. I don't know what's happening. Am I logged in?
Yeah, we can see you, but now you got double audio.
Double audio.
You've got to mute Anatoli's or yours, and then turn off the volume to 0.
Okay.
We're still echoing.
She needs to mute her audio.
Okay, should I start now? Can you hear me fine?
Yes, it's perfect.
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay. चलिए सुन लीजिएगा. अगली नज़्म है इश्क बिदून वस्ल यार. So it's on unrequited love. Say, I'll first I'll recite it in Urdu, and then can I ask just can you unmute yourself, guys, for a second? I just wanted to know, is it better if I do couplet by couplet Urdu than English, or is it better all of it in Urdu and then all of it in English? Which one likes?
All in Urdu would be better, Mana. You can have the floor.
Yes.
All in all.
I would also prefer like first in Urdu and then all in English.
Okay, say it. Thank you so
very much.
Okay, please go ahead and mute yourself, dear family. चलिए, अब आपके सामने पेश है अगली नज़्म इश्क बिदून वस्ल यार. परवाज़ का वक्त हुआ, एक ख्याल सा रह गया. परवाज़ का वक्त हुआ, एक ख्याल सा रह गया. कहने वाला न रहा, कहने को बहुत था. परवाज़ का वक्त हुआ, एक ख्याल सा रह गया. कहने वाला न रहा, कहने को बहुत था. फिक्र तेरा लिए चल पड़े कूचे और दयार ढूंढने. फिक्र तेरा लिए चल पड़े कूचे और दयार ढूंढने. किसी ने पूछा कैसे पहुंचोगे, तो बोले दिल में एक नकाश है. फिक्र तेरा लिए चल पड़े कूचे और दयार ढूंढने. किसी ने पूछा कैसे पहुंचोगे, तो बोले दिल में एक नकाश है. गैर थे जो कल तक आज वही सबब जिंदगी बन गए. गैर थे जो कल तक आज वही सबब जिंदगी बन गए. जिसे खुद का फिक्र न था कभी, किसी के खुदा बन गए. जिसे खुद का फिक्र न था कभी, किसी के खुदा बन गए. ना उम्मीदी तखल्लुस से सुखनवरां तो नहीं. ना उम्मीदी तखल्लुस से सुखनवरां तो नहीं. कोई खंदा करे या मुस्कुराए तो बुरा क्या है, कोई खंदा करे या मुस्कुराए तो बुरा क्या है, बज़्म शब कायनात भी न मुहाफिज कर सकी, बज़्म शब कायनात भी न मुहाफिज कर सकी, वो जो राज उल्फत इश्क उसके दिल में दफन था, वो जो राज उल्फत इश्क उसके दिल में दफन था, वो थे बेखबर अपने असर वजूद के हम पर, वो थे बेखबर अपने असर वजूद के हम पर, और हम थे माजूर दिल इल्तिजाओं के अलावा दो चार रोते, और हम थे माजूर दिल इल्तिजाओं के अलावा दो चार रोते, ज़ेर ज़मीन और बालाए आसमां होंगे जाहिद, ज़ेर ज़मीन और बालाए आसमां होंगे जाहिद, हमें तो हूर आखिरत जाहिर नसीब है, हमें तो हूर आखिरत जाहिर नसीब है, जब बिखरे थे दामन ने खुदा से सब सितारे, जब बिखरे थे दामन ने खुदा से सब सितारे, तो क्या उसको तेरे दिल और जज्ब हाल का किबल से इल्म था, तो क्या उसको तेरे दिल और जज्ब हाल का कब्ल से इल्म था, वो कहे है तेरे कहे पे जान देते हैं, वो कहे है तेरे कहे पे जान देते हैं, कोई पूछे कभी सुखनवर को भी ये सिताइश नसीब हो, कोई पूछे कभी सुखनवर को भी ये सिताइश नसीब हो, वो कहे है संग दिल है पिघल न पाए, वो कहे हैं संग दिल है पिघल न पाए, और हम उसी मुबारिजत में जले राख की तरह, नाम लिखते हैं लर्जिश अंगुश से नामाए जवाब में, नाम लिखते हैं लर्जिश अंगुश से नामाए जवाब में, और हम उनके ऐमा के एहसास कलमे में गर्क हो जाते हैं, और हम उनके ऐमा के एहसास कलमे में गर्क हो जाते हैं, वो कहे हैं ख्वाब सा है तेरा कहना तेरा सुनाना, वो कहे हैं ख्वाब सा है तेरा कहना तेरा सुनाना, कोई दोहराए उन्हें रोशनाई महताब का नूर किसका है, कोई दोहराए उन्हें रोशनाई महताब का नूर किसका है, वो कहे हैं वस्ल यार न होगा अब रफाकत ही बस, वो कहे हैं वस्ल यार न होगा रफाकत ही बस, हमने कहा अब चमन बहार क्या होगा इस बरस, हमने कहा अब चमन बहार क्या होगा इस बरस, वो कहे हैं कुछ कही हम कहें तो क्या कहें, तेरा रोज तवल्लुद ही सबब गर्दिश माह खुर्शीद है, वो कहे हैं कुछ कहिए हम कहें तो क्या कहें, तेरा रोज तवल्लुद ही सबब गर्दिश माह खुर्शीद है। आला वर्स। चलिए मैं इसे अंग्रेजी में तर्जुमा करके सुनाता हूँ। I will translate for you in English and recite. So this is a kind of a meditation on unrequited love. In a way, if you see in Urdu, couplets exist as individual meanings or poems on their own, and they're loosely strung together with a kind of a common thematic. It's even more true in a ghazal form. Right now I'm using the nazm form, and I'm trying to also break the chains of the nazm. It has a long and deep classical tradition. It takes a lot of guts to write in a tradition that is so well elucidated by centuries of extraordinary poets. So it takes a little bit of, how do I say, it's been 25 years since I've been writing, but it's little by little, I feel like I can start to share. So I have been more bold with my English writing, but let me just recite to you this in English. It's called Unrequited Love. As it was time for departure, a thought remained. As it was time for departure, a thought remained. There was much left to say, but no one to say it to. Thinking of you, I took off, searching for various bylanes and places of old. Thinking of you, I took off, searching for various bylanes and places of old. Someone asked me, how will you find them or her? And I said, a map of those streets, those bylanes, them is drawn in my heart. The one unknown to me till yesterday has become my raison d'être, my most important reason for living. The one unknown to me till yesterday has now become my raison d'être. And I, who thought not much of myself, has suddenly become an idol for another. Hopelessness need not be the signature of poets and poetry. If someone laughs or smiles, then is it such a bad thing? It isn't such a bad thing. The bosom of the night of creation couldn't safely secure the secret of the joy of that special love that was buried deep in her heart. She was unaware of the profound effect of her very existence on me, and I was helplessly left crying, for all I could do was beg and beseech. There must be hidden ones below the earth or higher than the skies, but I am content, as I already have the good fortune of the best fairy of the next world right in front of me. When God spread out all the stars and let them fall from his helm of his heavenly skirt, her heavenly skirt, when God spread out all the stars and let them fall out from her helm of her heavenly skirt, was she already aware of the patterns of your heart and the scattered feelings of your condition? She says, I'm willing to give my life for your words. Alas, if the poet may someday be worthy of the same fortune of her alive. She said her stone heart cannot be made to melt, and I burned and burned within me in my efforts, and instead turned to ashes. She was right. She couldn't be made to melt. I turned to ashes. As she writes my name with trembling fingers in her reply to me, I get lost in the depth of the feeling of the letters of my name being written with her hand. As she writes my name with trembling fingers in a reply to me, I get lost in the depth of the feeling of the letters of my name being written by her hand. And she says, your words, your utterances are so spellbinding. And I ask for someone to remind her of the source of light that the moon only reflects, she being the source of the light of which I only reflect. She said, now our union cannot be, we cannot make love, only acquaintance will be. And I asked, what sort of flowers, if any, will bloom this spring, if at all? She says to me, a poem for me, alas, what am I to say? Her birthday is the reason the moon and the sun play this game of revolving. When the whole universe is in dance to reach the day of your birth, then what is it that I can ever add with the dance of my words? Thank you.
That was amazing, Manav. This was my favorite, one of my most favorite poems of yours that I've read. Manav, the floor is yours to introduce our anarkali if there is echo.
मैं आपकी introduction करता हूँ and then I'll turn the floor to you. Okay. Acha. Very kind of you, and to put this together again, Nabiha Jan. Now I would like to introduce you to a great blooming artist, Anarkali Sachdeva, who I happen to be very fortunate to be her father. She is an extraordinary writer, poet, thinker, songwriter, and also pianist and growing. And today she will perform something which is an old piece from 1957, movie Pyasa. It was the golden era of Bollywood when poems were sung. So she's going to recite a ghazal by Sahir Ludhianvi, Jaane Wo Kaise. But I'll turn it over to her because she will introduce her own work. Over to you, Anarkali.
I'm going to sing and play a song called Jaane Wo Kaise.
Who wrote that?
By Sahid Ludhianvi, and my Indian side of the family is also from Ludhiana.
Okay. Go ahead. First, you want to recite it? No, when will you recite? After playing or with it? Okay.
जाने वो कैसे लोग थे जिनके प्यार को प्यार मिला हमने तो जब कलियां मांगी कांटों का हार मिला जाने वो कैसे लोग थे जिनके प्यार को प्यार मिला खुशियों की मंजिल ढूंढे तो गम की गर्द मिली खुशियों की मंजिल ढूंढी तो गम की गर्द मिली चाहत के नगमे चाहे तो आए सरद मिली दिल के बोझ को दूना कर गया जो गम खार मिला हमने तो जब कलियां मांगी कांटों का हार मिला जाने वो कैसे लोग थे जिनके प्यार को प्यार मिला बिछड़ गया बिछड़ गया बिछड़ गया हर साथी देकर पल दो पल का साथ बिछड़ गया हर साथी देकर पल दो पल का साथ किसको फुर्सत है जो थामे दीवानों का हाथ हमको तो अपना साया तक अक्सर बेजार मिला हमने तो जब कलियां मांगी कांटों का हार मिला जाने वो कैसे लोग थे जिनके प्यार को प्यार मिला
बहुत खूब. Very good.
Beautiful, Anarkali.
Well done, Anarkali. Well done, Anarkali.
Well done. Thank you.
You are so lucky.
Anarkali, खुश कर दिया.
She will just tell you now in English what the poem she sang means. Just for the
Manav, you've got echo. Yeah.
Okay.
So Anarkali is going to read the English version, the English script for us. Correct, Anarkali?
Yes.
Okay.
My video will be off because I have it on docs.
Okay, that's fine. But then come back on video so we can see your face when we're doing the other performances. Okay, Anu.
I wonder what kind of people were they who attained love. I only got a garland of thorns when I asked for flowers. I wonder what kind of people were they who attained love. When I searched for the destination of joy, then I only found the dust of grief. When I searched for the destination of joy, then I only found the dust of grief. When I desired for the songs of love, then I only received cold sighs. Every companion of my sorrow made my heart even more sad. I only got a garland of thorns when I asked for flowers. I wonder what kind of people were they who attained love. Every companion has departed. Every companion has departed after sharing a couple of moments with me. No one has the time to hold the hand of the crazy ones. I even found my shadow often to be pathetic. I only got a garland of thorns when I asked for flowers. I wonder what kind of people were they who attained love.
Beautiful Anarkali. And everyone, Anarkali is 8 years old and she speaks so many languages. Of course, she speaks beautiful English and Hindi and Urdu. She's going to share in the open mic a French poem maybe. And then what other language you speak, Anarkali, or did I get all of them?
I speak Hindi, English, Russian, Ukrainian, and French.
And French. Beautiful. Okay, Anarkali, thank you. I'm going to now spotlight myself because now Sana is going to perform something for all of you. Sana, I will bring this over. And Sana, as you know, is my daughter. And I'm very, very proud of her. And she actually is sitting next to a picture of my nanny. And she has everyone's blessings. And Karthik, you might remember this shawl. This is from Aditi Auntie. So she's with us too. I don't know if Auntie's on. But,
of course, I'm here.
She's right
Auntie, hello, Auntie.
How are you? Bless you. She's so beautiful, and you are looking lovely too.
Thank
very,
you, Auntie.
very nice. It's a lovely program, and it's very heartwarming.
We're all watching.
So we have, Sana has my nanny's blessings and Auntie your blessings as well. Of course, everyone else. And so with that, I'll hand it over to our poet, Sana Nuha Hutchins. Speak up loud, okay?
Hello, everyone. My name is Sana. I will be reciting the Peacock in Spanish and English. What inspired me to write this?
It's a little hard to hear.
A little bit louder, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe pull her chair up closer to the screen so we can hear her.
Yep. Here, Sana, can you stand and I will move your chair closer. Okay. Okay, let's just start again and just speak up very loud.
Hi, my name is Sana, and today I'll be reciting The Peacock in Spanish and English, which is a poem I made. What inspired me to write this poem is that when I went to Austin, Texas, me and my family went to Mayfield Park and Nature Preserve. In that park, there are a lot of peacocks under trees and a little cabin. The Nature Preserve, we went on a hike to the lake and to a creek. At the lake, me and my brother were trying to fish with sticks and use oranges as bait. We did not catch any fish, and my brother was disappointed. We had a picnic, and I saw Mama Peacock with her fuzzy baby. I love nature because it gives me a chance to look at animals and plants from a different perspective because I can see them in real life instead of books and movies.
I'm going to tell them that you got the poem published.
And I got this poem published in a kids multicultural literature magazine called Skipping Stones. And now I'm going to read it in Spanish and next in English. El pavo real, curioso, regal, turquesa goteando de oro, es un rey. El ojo de un ciclón, una corona color de mar. Contento y libre, camina con orgullo, abre su abanico de magia y esplendor. Un baile en la lluvia, entre las nubes oscuras, los árboles de caqui, ¡uf! Se cae el rey. Now I'm going to read it in English. The peacock, curious, regal, turquoise dripping of gold, is the king. The eye of a cyclone, a crown, the color of the sea. Happy and free, walked with pride, opened his fan of magic and splendor. A dance in the rain, in between the dark clouds and the persimmon trees, poof, falls the king.
Lovely, Sana.
Thank you. I now want to introduce my uncle in Karachi, Aziz Mamu, who is famous. He will be performing a song with a very celebrated musician from Chitral, Irfan Ali Taj.
Good job, Sana. Great.
Hello, Aziz. Aziz Kazi is my cousin, and I'm also adopting Irfan Ali Taj also as my brother. We're so lucky to have both of them. My cousin Aziz performs with Coke Studios. He's part of the house band of Coke Studios in Pakistan. And then Irfan Ali Taj is just an incredibly celebrated musician. And he is going to be playing a traditional piece of instrument that is very famous in our Persian countries, in Afghanistan, in the northern parts of Pakistan. Irfanji, it's so nice to have you. And Aziz, I'll hand it over you so you can talk about what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a lovely broadcast to watch from here. And we love the poetry. I personally like poetry a lot. So I was very interested in all the things that, I was watching. And it's nice. It's very nice.
Thank you for having us, Nabia Baji.
We're so happy, Aziz. Thank you.
Thank you. We just go ahead and play our piece, a little piece of improvised music for you guys.
That's wonderful. And I should have just said, Aziz and both Irfan have. Can you all hear me okay? Can you all hear me okay?
Yeah.
That Aziz is also a percussionist, and both Aziz and Irfan have. You can look them up, but their pieces are online. You can see some of their albums as well. But Aziz and Irfan, we're getting a request if you will talk about what instruments you are playing.
About the instrument?
Yes.
Right, Irfan? Go ahead.
Okay, so this is basically a Persian instrument. It's called rabab or rabab. So it traveled somehow to Chitral as well. And me and Aziz have been working together, lately on my album, and Aziz plays with me in the live shows as well. So now that Aziz is playing this new and very unique instrument, hang drum, so we thought, we can combine these two mystical sound together and, make something out for you people, and hope you will enjoy it. So this is rabab, this is hang drum. This is basically a metal instrument very recently invented by a French guy?
By a Swedish couple around 20 years ago. And the one that we have here, it's from Bali, and it's been made from hand. And it's on a particular tuning, which is a 432 tuning. A lot of people use this tuning for healing and meditation. So should we go ahead and play something for you guys?
Yes, of course.
Let's do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. And this song is basically my original song. It's called Shiki Angar. It's about two different philosophies of love. The first philosophy being, materialistic love, and the second philosophy is the love for God and love for, higher sources. And this song is about that. You can find the video on my YouTube channel, which is Irfan Ali Taj. So you guys can check my music over there. And Aziz and I are actually very good friends, and we are now making an album together, which is called Mehfil. It's going to be up really soon, inshallah. आप लोग सुनेंगे। बहुत शुक्रिया देखने के लिए आप सबको।
Thank you. Adab.
आदाब, खुदा हाफिज,
That was beautiful.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
Aziz and Irfan, can you add in the chat? Can you add in the chat the YouTube links as well, and I'll share them with everyone.
Mic mute करके speaker on कर।
You're amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was amazing.
All right. Our next, we've got two more performances coming up, so I hope you'll stay for a few more minutes, and then we'll have open mic for anyone who wants to share their own creative talents. I'm going to spotlight now Syed Ilyas, and he is in Austin, Texas, and certainly an incredible fan of the arts. And you know, I understand whenever there are gatherings in Texas, Ilyas Uncle does beautiful poetry recitation. So we're going to hand it over to him, and he's going to recite a poem. Tell us just a little bit about it, and then over to you to recite a poem. And then for those who can stay for the optional open mic, he may do a second one. But for now, he's doing one. So Ilyas Uncle, thank you for joining us. We're so fortunate to have you, and the floor is yours.
Thank you very much for allowing me to join you. Everyone has presented so far original talent, and mine is borrowed because I am not a poet myself. I don't have that talent. But I am reciting a selection, a ghazal, poetry by Ahmad Faraz. So it starts with this. सुना है लोग उसे आंख भर के देखते हैं, तो उसके शहर में कुछ दिन ठहर के देखते हैं। सुना है रब्त है उसको खराब हालों से, सो अपने आप को बर्बाद करके देखते हैं। सुना है दर्द की गाहक है चश्मे नाज उसकी, सो हम भी उसकी गली से गुजर के देखते हैं। सुना है उसको भी है शेर व शायरी से शगफ, तो हम भी मोजज़े अपने हुनर के देखते हैं। सुना है बोले तो बातों से फूल झड़ते हैं, ये बात है तो चलो बात करके देखते हैं। सुना है रात उसे चांद तकता रहता है, सितारे बाम में फलक से उतर के देखते हैं। सुना है हश्र है उसकी गजाल सी आंखें, सुना है उसको हिरन दश्त भर के देखते हैं। सुना है रात से बढ़कर हैं काकुलें उसकी, सुना है शाम को साए गुजर के देखते हैं। सुना है उसकी सियाह चश्मगी कयामत है, सो उसको सुरमा फरोश आह भर के देखते हैं। सुना है जब से हिमायल है उसकी गर्दन में, मिजाज और ही लालो गोहर के देखते हैं। सुना है उसके बदन की तराश ऐसी है कि फूल अपनी कबाएं कतर के देखते हैं। सुना है उसके लबों से गुलाब जलते हैं, तो सो हम बहार पे इल्जाम धर के देखते हैं। सुना है आईना तिमसाल है जबी उसकी, जो सादा दिल है उसे बंद सवर के देखते हैं। बस एक निगाह से लुटता है काफिला दिल का, सो रहरवाने तमन्ना भी डर के देखते हैं। वो सर्व कद है मगर बेगुल मुराद नहीं, कि इस शजर पे शगुफे समर के देखते हैं। सुना है उसके शबिस्तान से मुत्तसिल है बेहिश्त, मकीन इधर के भी जलवे उधर के देखते हैं। किसे नसीब के बेपैरहन उसे देखे, कभी कभी दरो दीवार घर के देखते, कभी कभी दरो दीवार घर के देखते हैं। रुके तो गर्दिशें उसका तवाफ करती हैं, चले तो उसको ज़माने ठहर के देखते हैं। कहानियां ही सही सब मुबालगे ही सही, अगर वो ख्वाब है ताबीर करके देखते हैं। अब उसके शहर में ठहरे के कूच कर जाएं, फराज आओ सितारे सफर के देखते हैं। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
That was beautiful, Ilyas uncle.
Thank you very much.
All right, with that,
बहुत खूब, बहुत खूब। बहुत सुंदर पढ़ा आपने, बहुत बहुत फेवरेट,
बड़ी नवाजिश आप सबकी।
बहुत बहुत
ऐसा मजा आ गया।
बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत शुक्रिया।
हेलो, आप कैसी हैं?
All right, so we've got two more pieces. Thank you so much, Ilyas uncle, for that performance. Now we've got one more dance from Tal Academy, and then we have our closing poem from Manav. This next dance performance has actually all of us dancing. Suchi, Pam, Sharon, and Deborah. And again, the choreography is all by Suchi. The name of the song is Neno Wale Ne, and it translates to the one with the beautiful eyes. It's from the movie Padmavati, so hopefully many of you. Sana says you should definitely watch it. She's a big fan, so she's giving me my cues here. So with that, Suchi, I'm going to make you co-host so you can spotlight us. Sana, can you show me where Suchi Auntie's? There she is. Okay. We'll make host. Okay. Said you can make a co-host. Yeah, but now we make. Okay, Suchi, you are host now.
Okay. Okay. Ready? Someone's audio is on. Check it. Share on. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now it's done.
नैनो वाले ने छेड़ा मन का प्याला, छलकाई मधुशाला, मेरा चैन रैन नैन अपने साथ ले गया। नैनो वाले ने नैनो वाले ने नैनो वाले ने छेड़ा मन का प्याला, छलकाई मधुशाला, मेरा चैन रैन नैन अपने साथ ले गया। पग पग डोलो रे हो, पग पग डोलू रे डगमग सी मैं चलती वो जगमगलों सी जलती तेरे नैनों की कैसी बदिया थर थर कांपू रे तेरे तीर से चिपटी चंदन के दाग से लिपटी मैं बेहोश तू नशा ऐसी मोह की दशा तेरा चैन रैन रैन अपने साथ ले गया नैनों वाले ने नैनों वाले ने तेरा मन का प्याला छलकाई मधुशाला मेरा चैन रैन रैन अपने साथ ले गया
Thank you so much. These are my amazing Tal Academy family. So with that, we go to our last poem by, of course, Manav, who's going to close us out, and then we'll have open mic. Manav, over to you. And Suchi, you have to make, oh, I'm host, okay. I'm going to make Manav, give me 1 second. I'm going to make you spotlight you.
Very well performed, Nabiha, and everybody. It was so good. Beautiful.
You know, we just have these ladies I've been dancing with for years, and none of it is possible without Suchi's creative genius. I hope one day you can visit us, like look on YouTube for Tal Academy of Dance. We have a lot of performances there, but then also you'll see some of Suchi's performances of classical Bharatanatyam. And she's just an incredible, incredible dancer. Suchi, I don't have you as spotlight anymore, so I think I can make. I missed. Okay, Manav, I'm going to spotlight you now.
Okay, salam, adab, everybody. First, I just, before I recite, I just wanted to also show Aziz and Irfan Sahab my rubab as well. I spent a lot of years of my life in Afghanistan, and I learned a little bit how to play, and so I was just really pleased to see the rubab. Rubab in Urdu or in Persian, in Farsi would mean ruh, which means soul, and bab, which means door. So rubab is an instrument which opens up doors of your soul. So it's a very powerful instrument that's used in parts of Kashmir, parts of Punjab, of course in Pakistan, in Chitral, in a lot of the northwest frontier, and in Afghanistan. It's made from a single piece of wood, and so it's a really powerful and beautiful, quite old instrument. My hat should give that away. Many years in Afghanistan. This being Valentine's Day, I also wanted to dedicate this poem to my sweet wife, Nigora. She is from Uzbekistan, and important to remember those who have helped you find, belief to go on in dark times and being partners to you in a very difficult year we've all had in this last 1 year. So let's remember that, especially with COVID and Trump around. It's not been that super easy. I also wanted to dedicate it to farmers, protests, and all manners of activists all over the world, people fighting for reduction in religious strife, for human rights, and lastly also to the memories of certain family members that we've all lost, or friends we've lost, dear ones. Before I recite my poem, in fact, it's been edited, so you'll see the edited version in the letter. It'll come out to you. So I just want to do a small couplet in Farsi, in Persian, in Dari, to Aziz Sahib and Irfan Sahib, just before I switch to Urdu, and then I'll recite in Urdu and then in English. عمر میگذشت چلمن چراغها با تو میکردیم. عمر میگذشت چلمن چراغها با تو میکردیم. باز میباشند تا چشمک تو از چمن سایل میکنند. عمر میگذشت چلمن چراغها با تو میکردیم. باز میباشند تا چشمک تو از چمن سایل میکنند. So it sort of talks about what this period has been. An age has passed since we looked at a common pasture together from our Venetian blinds, or from, sharing time together and looking at the horizon together. And it says that my windows will remain open, looking at the pastures until I see the wink of your arrival. So this is just a small couplet I'd written a few years ago in Afghanistan, and while I worked there on rights and stuff, human rights. Chaliye, I'll just present to you the poem, the last poem. It's called Sehre Ummeed, which means like a new dawn, or the idea being that this hopefully is encapsulating a new dawn in this moment for us, with a change in administrations around the world, and also hopefully new energies and new ways to fight off both the epidemic and other things. So it starts with a sort of sad or sort of moment of looking at where we got lost, and then how we come back. खो गया कहीं मेरा दोस्त मेरा वतन, खो गया कहीं मेरा दोस्त मेरा वतन, था जो खुदा कभी बन गया महज सनम, था जो खुदा कभी बन गया महज सनम. चमन में थी न खुशबू न सरोवर में चांद, खाक में थी न रंजिश न पत्थर में जान. चमन में थी न खुशबू न सरोवर में चांद, खाक में थी न रंजिश न पत्थर में जान. बोया था जो बीज उखड़ नहीं पड़ता है आज, चीरी थी जो चादर पिरोती नहीं है आज. बोया था जो बीज उखड़ नहीं पड़ता है आज, चीरी थी जो चादर पिरोती नहीं है आज. हाँ सोचा था फुरकत में मोहब्बत जवां होती है, हाँ सोचा था फुरकत में मोहब्बत जवां होती है. हाँ सोचा था साए में भी सोबत जिया करती है. आओ बस वहीं लुट आए हम भी तुम भी, जहां उर्दू की बस्ती है, जहां उर्दू की रिहाइश है. आओ बस वहीं लुट आए हम भी तुम भी, जहां उर्दू की बस्ती है, जहां उर्दू की रिहाइश है. बेनकाब आपको बताना रुसवाई को दावत देना होता, बेनकाब आपको बताना रुसवाई को दावत देना होता. वस्ल भी नहीं होता और दामन पे छींटे हजार पाता, वस्ल भी नहीं होता और दामन पे छींटे हजार पाता. नजाकत इस कदर अपने कलाम को निगाह तवज्जो दी, नजाकत से इस कदर अपने कलाम को निगाह तवज्जो दी, कि हमको मीर और असद के सतह होने की गलत फहमी हो गई, कि हमको मीर और असद के सतह होने की गलत फहमी हो गई. कहते तो हमेशा थे दरबार खुद सिर्फ मासूम है हम, आज शाह सुकन होने का वहम और सहर अंगेजी भी हो गई. गुल कातिल व बागवान कहाँ एक मादे से बनते हैं, गुल कातिल व बागवान कहाँ एक मादे से बनते हैं. बहार नौ असले गुल को भी जंबूर गुल लाजिम है. ना मुझे हिंदू से कोई झगड़ा न मुस्लिम से कोई मोहब्बत, ना मुझे हिंदू से कोई झगड़ा न मुस्लिम से कोई मोहब्बत. इंसान हूँ, इंसान को जीने ही से मतलब होता है, मौत का हक सिर्फ रब को अदा करने की दुआ करता हूँ. हम साहिर साइल हैं कोई आशिक के सुबुक नहीं, हम साहिर साइल हैं कोई आशिक के सुबुक नहीं. बहर को साज सहर को सजदा शम्मा करा दे, सबब न हो सुखन साजिश का गर साकी, सबब न हो सुखन साजिश का गर साकी. सितम का सामा बहुत है सरे राह करवा दे. तो ये थी उर्दू में सहर उम्मीद या न्यू डॉन. It weaves all these ideas about religious strife in parts of the world, about wanting a different dawn. So in the beginning it talks about kho gaya kahin, I have lost my dear friend, my dear nation, it has lost itself, which was once like the divine or God for me has become a dear, as dear to me as a beloved, but it's not anymore in the way that, let's say, what was like God for me, because it has become lost in its gardens. I don't see the fragrance in its ponds. The moon refuses to shimmer. In the dust of my land there was such a pull for me, and it is, and in its very rocks and stones there was life that I touched once, that the land, when every time I came, had a pull for me. It's missing the seed of extremism, or the seed that has been put into the ground. Now, as much as I try to pull out the tree, it's hard to pull it. It's like a sheet, a bed sheet that's once torn. No matter how many times you try to sew it, it still has knots. It still has differences. How we thought that if we could be separate but equal, we would be able to grow closer together, but we were wrong. And how we thought that in each other's shadows of our differences we would be fine and be tolerant, but how that has led to sad and intolerant space. Then it says, but let's leave it all behind. Let's go to the place where Urdu has its home, where Urdu calls its own, where poetry has its home, where poetry calls its own town. Let's go and get ourselves robbed silly of ourselves, of all our notions, and lifting the veil. It says, lifting the veil. If I revealed myself, I would be futilely notorious. There wouldn't be union, and yet the hem of the skirt would be full of the ink of accusations. So I'll just read what I have translated further. To write and share what one wrote is the most sensitive form of trust. It is akin to a mom giving birth and letting you hold her baby just born in your hands. Indeed, the killer of flowers and the gardener or the keeper of flowers could not possibly be made from the same source. Alas, the coming of the new spring flowers and honey from flowers both still require the honeybee who stung us or who stings. And then, I do not have any quarrel or with any Hindu or special love for any Muslim. I am a human being, and as such concerned only with letting the divine decide how long any of us gets to live. Not a human or a politician, but that, anyways, I hope that's implied. Lastly, I'm a magician of these shores, not am I to be thought of as a light lover. To the oceans and waves, concord I command. To the dawn, bow I say to the flicker of your divine candlelight. Yet, O wine bearer, listen. If you cannot find reasons for wordplay, pour the wine heartily, for there is no lack of the stuff, of the stoniness of this moment. Oh, my dear Jamshid, my dear cup passer, cup bearer, cup filler, I cannot bear. Tend to me, stir me, bid me, and get me on the road to that new dawn somewhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Manav. That was a beautiful, beautiful piece. I just shared the link to actually seeing Manav on his YouTube channel, walking and reciting this piece of his. And I think it just represents a perfect culmination for today. I'm sorry we went a little over, but you know, it seems like everyone very much enjoyed it. We're so happy that you were able to join us. Manav, I'm going to spotlight me, and I think if you will still spotlight yourself. We've all come together. Initially, it was because Manav has a book called Sufi's Garland, and I said, you know what, we need to have some sharing of poetry. And for those who joined a little bit later, Then other artists in our family circle, our friend circle, actually all artists are our family, said, oh, I would love to participate. And we became much bigger and such a rich program. And so we're very honored to have all of you and such incredible artists who shared their time with us today. You know, as I shared in my writings, in a time of such global disruption and hardship and heartbreak, we find answers in the written and spoken word. We find inspiration in sound. We found calm in movement. I hope that also today we found hope in youth and solace in a stroke and solidarity with each other. During our graduate school days at Columbia, and we have some graduate school friends with us, we all committed to make the world a better place. And I think sometimes it feels like delivering on that commitment is out of reach, but then we lift our heads a little bit and we realize that, you know, goodness is still out there. Goodness is still there. We just have to be very intentional about bringing it forward. So I hope today on Valentine's Day, each of you have started your day or ending your day with great joy. I hope that today with Manav, we've demonstrated that the choice is ours to love or to hate, to unite or to divide, to build bridges or to build walls, to embrace or push away. And the thing that I think all of us are doing is that we choose love, we choose unity, we choose bridges, and we choose embracing you and all of humanity. So happy Valentine's Day. And we're gonna have an open mic, but you're welcome to take yourselves on mute, and a big round of applause to each of you.
Thank you. A big thank you to Nabiha to put this, put this together. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'll stay on for another 30 minutes. You can take off your mute. We'll stay on for another 30 minutes. I know there are many friends who are on that you probably just want to chit chat.
I figured I had to reheat the pancakes and make it and really.
I'm copying Mr. Urdu. Oh wait, they can hear you. Sorry.
Hi guys. Hi Deb.
Sorry, you can like hear my whole family talking. Hi.
I love it. I'll send out the updated poems and then also some of the links to everybody, so you guys can enjoy it.
I'm copying the Urdu Poetry Channel link and putting it in one of my Word documents.
Okay, great.
Because I'm old-fashioned that way.
Okay.
This is beautiful poetry.
So I want to see, Manav, who in your family is here? And Karthik, you can take yourself off mute. Just jump in.
No.
Manav,
So I wanted to say
Karthik,
it was such an amazing evening, guys. Manav, Nabiha, all of you, Anarkali, Sana, Mamu, and Sir, and all of the wonderful people who are dancing with Nabiha. No, it was amazing. It's 11:45 p.m. here in India, and we've had a wonderful evening with Mom and Dad. And I will let Mom say something as well. I think she wanted to contribute a small poem.
No, I'm not going to take up a lot of time. All I'm saying is that Nabiha, you spoke so well, and you've spoken words. You've taken it all, said it all. There's nothing more to be said. So just sending lots and lots of love.
Sing something.
You're looking lovely in the shawl.
Sing something, Mom.
Just sending
ये
love.
आपका shawl है, auntie?
Yes. नहीं,
आपको याद है?
It's a performance thing here.
Just let me speak for a second.
Sorry.
No. I'm just saying, I'm actually not, I've got a bad cold. Otherwise, I would have tried to sing in my poor voice. Once upon a time, I used to. और हम भी महफिलें करते थे जवानी में और शायरी
अभी भी जवान है
अभी तो आप जवान हैं आंटी जी
अभी तो जवान है अभी तो मैं जवान हूँ
अभी तो मैं जवान हूँ अभी तो मैं जवान हूँ हवा भी खुश गवार है गुलों पे भी निखार है तरन्नुम में हजार है कहाँ चला है साथिया इधर तो लौट इधर तो आ उठा सुबह उठा के प्याला भर के दे इधर चमन से सिमट कर नजर समाये देख हो किधर, ये काली काली बदलियां, ये काली काली बदलियां उफक पे हो गई गया, ये एक हजूमे मैं कशा है सुए मैं कदारवा, समझ न मुझको ना तवा। We are not so weak. न छेड़ ऐसी दास्तां ख्याली सुखद अभी कहा, not time to think of God. अभी तो मैं जवान हूँ, अभी तो मैं जवान हूँ, अभी तो मैं. I mean, it's a long one, but this is my contribution, and I wanted to say that let's hold our hopes high. ऊपर वाला भी बैठा है और हम भी बैठे हैं. And this goodness that is flowing from all of you and other people like you is not going to go wasted.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you look good.
Very nice.
Lovely to see you, Nigat.
Can I, Manav, if there are any family members of yours on, I'd like you to introduce them. But I want to quickly, I'm going to spotlight my lovely, beautiful, graceful mother-in-law, because so many of you have not met her because you're living in other countries. So there's my mom, Tony, and she lives in Williamsburg, Virginia. You guys, can you put yourselves on mute? Mom? Oh, Mom, I can't hear you, Mom. You're on mute. You see a little microphone on the bottom left? You would click that. Can I unmute Mom for myself? Can I do that?
You can ask her.
I think you can unmute everyone. You're the host.
Oh, I can?
I'm the host?
No, I am.
Not you, Auntie Navika, beta. हर चीज में तुम आगे हो. थोड़ा सा उनको भी chance दो.
Is she? I can unmute Mom. Anyway, Mom is is from Holland originally. Mom, we still can't hear you because you're on mute. But my mom, Antonia Hutchins, is from Holland originally, and my dad, Cole, is from Chicago, and they're just amazing. So very lucky. But I wanted to make sure you all could see her.
She's still on.
Can't hear you, Mom, but we know what you're saying.
We know what you're saying, Mom. My mom is sending everybody so much love, I'm sure. And she's the best cook and makes a lot of desserts.
I can read her lips. She said, "I love you all."
Yeah. All right. Manav, is your family on?
Yeah, my brother is on, and my wife is on. Of course, you. This is my brother in New York City, Gotham.
Yeah, I see you, Gautam. Bye. Nice to see you, Gautam.
Nice, nice to see you too. I just wanted to say thank you to Nabiha and Manav for arranging this. I don't come from the world of poetry, but it was really refreshing to see everyone come together. And it's also really nice for me to hear Urdu and Hindi and Farsi all in one place. So thank you again for arranging and having me here. Really appreciate it.
I'm glad CBS is represented, Mr. Business School. Thank you for that. We need some business people as well.
Not trying to push brands here.
Right.
All right. Does anybody else have anything you want to share? A poem or a piece of music? Or, we've got a few more minutes. Sana has Urdu class in a little bit, but we're good for the next 30 minutes.
भाई पहले तो अपनी अम्मी से कुछ सुनवाओ, निगत आंटी से कोई किसी का शेर सुनाएंगी, कोई गजल सुनाएंगी.
मुझे कुछ नहीं आता है.
नहीं आंटी, आप कुछ फैज की कुछ 4 लाइनें सुना दें.
मैं सच कहती हूँ, पहले कहते तो लिखते तो लाती, दिमाग
अरे
हो गया है.
अरे रात वो सुना दीजिए जिससे उनके दीवान शुरू होता है. रात यूं दिल में तेरी खोई हुई याद आई, रात यूं दिल में तेरी खोई हुई याद आई, जैसे वीराने में चुपके से बाहर आ जाए, जैसे वीराने में चुपके से बाहर आ जाए, जैसे सहराओं में हौले से चले बाद नसीम, जैसे सहराओं में हौले से चले बाद नसीम, जैसे बीमार को बेवजह करार आ जाए। तो ये भी सुना सकते हैं आप, या कुछ और सुनाइएगा। गालिब का सुना दीजिए। गालिब का सुना दीजिए।
मैं तो इतनी एक्साइटेड हूँ कि मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर सकती।
अरे नहीं आंटी, आप कुछ तो सुनाइए। Sorry, I might be losing the non-Urdu speakers here for a second. Please, I don't want to turn into a bilateral between Auntie Ji and I. है ना आंटी जी, बताइए, गालिब सुना दीजिए। नक्श फरियादी है किसकी शोखी तहरीर का, कागजी है पैरहन है पह करे तस्वीर का, कावे कावे सख्त जानी हाय तनाई न पूछ।
बस आपने कर दिया मेरी तरफ से ये सब कुछ। थैंक यू, थैंक यू। आपको मैं अडॉप्ट करने वाली हूँ, खत्म किस्सा।
नहीं, आप करने वाले, हम तो पहले ही अडॉप्ट कर चुके हैं आपको अम्मी बना चुके हैं। दूसरी अम्मी थी।
So I know that maybe Anarkali wanted to do one, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna just be brave and I'm gonna recite a poem that I wrote. It's a very short one, and
Wow.
I think my cousin and my uncle are still here, so they know this. But I really love my nani. I was very close to her, and I feel her every day. And you know, she loved the garden. She loved flowers. She loved animals. She loved plants. She was a pacifist, you know, a woman of very few words, didn't show a lot of affection, but in her way, I think probably the greatest lover of humankind that I've met. And, you know, unfortunately, she came to have dementia and Alzheimer's, and I would still go visit her almost every year in Pakistan, whether the family went with me or not. And the thing she would remember would be, of course, from the past, from her childhood when she married my grandfather. But at some point, you know, this was before her memory got very bad. They lived in a house. Karthik has met my nani. Karthik has been in our home in Federal B areas where they used to be, or where they still are. And that home had a lawn and had chiku trees and sharifa trees and papita trees and flowers, double jasmine flowers. She would pick them in the morning before her prayers and bring them inside. And she just loved it. At some point, all of it had to be cleared. I don't want to lay judgment on anyone because there are decisions that have to be made about homes and, you know, just creating more space. And so that was, unfortunately, the garden was removed. The trees were removed. Sana, what are you doing? The trees were removed, and the house was expanded so other people could rent in it. And I thought it was so painful for me because that was one of the things that my grandmother really loved so much. I feel like, you know, it was her husband who planted those trees and those spaces for her. And, you know, I'm a big believer, as impractical and non-business wise it is, that you just let your elderly have what they want. Just make them happy, you know? And it was painful for me to see her nature and her world kind of be flattened in place for concrete and bricks. And so I wrote this poem a while ago, I guess a month ago, but it's been in my head of how do I express this? And so I'll share it with you. It's called The Clearing. Should they take away your trees, the scent of our memories, fear not. The roots are forever blossoming, underground, blossoming, singing your song.
Beautiful.
Lovely. बहुत खूब.
So Anarkali, do you want to read your poem or do you want to say your French poem?
Okay. It's actually a song, but I guess I will read it.
Tell them that you wrote it.
I wrote it. It was, I think, my first song, and the first time after I wrote it, we sang it with my two best friends. Maybe I can ask Papa to send the video, or I don't know. And you will not see me now because it's again on docs.
Sounds good. Thank you, Anu.
Go ahead.
it's called chaque minute, which translates to every minute. This is the chorus. Chaque minute, on travaille. Chaque jour, il y a des chamailles. Et il faut apprécier le travail du monde entier. Il faut s'appliquer quand on veut travailler pour améliorer le monde entier. Il faut bien qu'on s'applique pour faire de la musique. Et on fait tout ça pour le bonheur du monde. Tout le monde est libre de son choix et il faut respecter les lois, mais il y a des injustices. On est fort comme des nageurs et il faut pas oublier qui on est. Et chaque minute, on est peut-être en danger, mais peu importe de ce qui se passe. Il faut pas oublier qu'on a mis des efforts dans ce qu'on a fait. Chaque minute, on travaille. Chaque jour, il y a des chamailles. Et il faut apprécier le travail du monde entier. Il faut s'appliquer quand on veut travailler pour améliorer le monde entier. And that is it. It's not very long, but it's like...
Beautiful. And Anarkali, there are many guests who speak French, so they understood what you were saying.
It was amazing, Anarkali. C'était très bien.
Très bien.
Anarkali, I love your hair.
Would you like to sing it?
Thank you.
Would you like to sing?
Beautiful. Show me. Show me your hair.
Do you need her to translate or it's okay?
Stand up. Stand up. Oh my gosh, look at that. Beautiful.
Manav, my mom is looking at Anarkali's hair.
She gets
I
that
read
from her
about
father.
Anarkali, everything about Anarkali. You know the story, don't you?
Do you know the story of your name, Anu? Has Papa told you? Oh, you have to ask him.
You have to ask him. She was very...
She will define the new meaning of that name. She will be that meaning of that name. Nahi.
All right. Is there anyone that wants to share anything?
Nothing.
Actually, I want to say that she was named because her grandfather, my father, was born in Narkali Bazaar in Lahore. And so the way to honor him, we also... Well, there are many reasons, but that's also one of the primary ones.
Oh.
Shush.
Noreen, thank you so much. My sister Noreen is here. She lives in Florida.
Lovely. Where is she?
Here, Auntie.
Hi,
Noreen.
How nice to see you.
Thank you so much. Lovely with everyone. This was very special.
And then my cousin Marion, she's not on video, she's on as well. So I know we're... Oh, and here's Nasheen, my other sister.
Hello, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. And thank you. You all performed so well. And before I go, I have no artistic ability, but I am the favorite of the Kazi daughters. So that is my talent. Thank you, Nabiha, for setting this up.
I like your orientation.
I know. Iman did it. Thank you. But thank you all.
All right, everyone. Well, we've kept you very long, but it's been so enjoyable. So have a lovely rest of your day.
Nice to see everybody. I'm so happy. Do it more often, Nabiha. Maybe every week.
Thank you, Suchi. Thank you, Suchi, for always
Thank
inspiring.
you. Thank you again, everybody, for joining, and Nabiha in particular for this extraordinary ability to both be warm and fuzzy and still be good at organization and keeping this all together. She even asked me, how should I introduce you? You have so many names in poetry, man. I don't know. Use any of them. She's like, I'll figure it out. Don't worry. So, because I write under different languages and different names. So, thank you, Nabiha, for understanding and not, finding it odd.
No, I just said I'll just take over. I'll just take
next time maybe we'll do a little bit in Punjabi as well. I have some poems in Punjabi,
we will do a little bit Punjabi for the Punjabi walas.
We would
Okay.
love that.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Love to you all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Banu. Thank you, Marine. Love you, Marine.
Thank you
Bye,
very
Mom.
much.
Both moms, Tony and Nigat. Bye, Noreen.
Bye.
Bye, my sisters in dance.
Bye, everyone. It was really lovely. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thanks for
thank you so much.
coordinating.
Thank you, Uncle Ilyas. Bye, Nigora.